Roy Edwards used to live on Icknield Port Road near Ploegstreet. He came in with some medals. They belonged to his dad's brother, George. Roy's dad was also in the army.
But these are his war medals. Unfortunately, my father died when I was 3, so I didn't have a chance to have any conversations with him, you see. That's his one medal. Didn't get much, considering he got killed, but I think he got 2 medals. There's a letter to his parents, to be my grandparents. Delighted to transmit to you the accompanying victory medal, which would have been conferred upon number B913 Rifleman George Edwards of the Rifle Brigade had he lived.
This photo shows them at a hospital in France in 1915, where Fred had been taken after being injured in a battle.
That's my dad with the arm. With the arm all bandaged up there.
Do you know how we did that?
Splintered.
Do you know how we did it?
It was gunshots in the elbow.
His brother George is sitting on the floor while he was visiting him. George was later killed and his body has not been found. Alex discovered George Edwards' name on the Menin Gate.
So you didn't know, did you, or that what George did for a living? But we found out that he was a caretaker at Nelson School.
No, I can't believe that. I hear with regret of the death of Mr. Edwards, school caretaker, killed by a shell, July the 30th, when about to leave the trenches after relief. Incredible. Thank you very much. Really appreciate that. Great work. Amazing, amazing to find out that news, isn't it, man? Incredible.
This is Cape Hill and used to be the MME brewery. But now it's a housing estate. One thing that was left was the War Memorial. All of these are M&B workers who died in the First World War. One of them is J.A. Belcher. This is Terry Aldridge, and Joe Belcher was his grandbrother.
And he lived, I think, in Gillett Road. But during the First World War, my gran was living in the Acorn Inn on Winston Green. And he worked at M&B Brewery on Cape Hill. We assume he was killed. We just got the letter saying he was missing, presumed dead. He was in the Oxford and Bucks Light Infantry. A bugler, stretcher bearer he was. Then the medals I've actually got 3 lots of medals. That's Corporal Albert Clark, who was my granddad's brother. Then it's the same set again, but these belong to Private Ernest Clark, which was my granddad. Oh, nice. And then finally the 3rd lot, which is Joseph Belcher's medals. This is the plaque that the relatives got given if your relative had died in the First World War, and which I found at the bottom of a chest with all the other stuff. These are field telegrams that actually you had at the front, and on this side all you could do was just answer whatever you was. So it says I am well, I am not well, and you just left what was applicable and crossed out what wasn't, and then just signed it at the bottom.
It have this scroll as well, don't you, with his name on?
Yeah. It says, who this scroll commemorates was numbered among those who at the call of king and country left all that was dear to them, endured hardship, faced danger, and finally passed out of the sight of men by the path of duty and self-sacrifice. Sorry, it gets me. Giving up their own lives so that those might live in freedom. Let those who come afterwards I don't think this will get me like that.
Yeah, it's strange, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let those who come afterwards see to it that his name is never forgotten. So you're never too old to have a tea, are you?
This is St Martin's Street. People will recognise the cinema here at Five Ways. Around here in the First World War was very different. All around here was a great mass of houses. One of the many people that lived on the street was Alfred Lane, who later became a private in World War I. We know he lived here because we saw the papers he had to sign before joining the army. Unfortunately, he was killed at the age of 23 in April 1918. The barracks he went to were on Thorpe Street. TNT found out the building still exists.
And we discovered that this was the headquarters of the 1st Warwickshire Rifle Volunteers, which during the war became a barrack.
John Such is Alfred Lane's grandson. He came in to show us a military medal that Private Lane won in a battle.
I understand from my grandmother that he died as a stretcher bearer going out to collect the wounded from the battlefield and got blown up himself. He received the military medal. You can see his name
on the edge of the
on the edge.
Yeah, A Lane.
Can you see it?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I was really pleased to see Alfred's medals and a great photo of him. It's nice to know that we got a local man who did a lot to help our country in the war. He's also got some brilliant embroidered postcards that Private Lane posted home to his family from Belgium. This is one of the embroidered postcards that Alfred sent from the trenches. This one was sent to his mum and dad.
Private Lane's body was never found, but he has been put under memorial at a place in Belgium known by the British as Ploegstreet. TNT discovered that many other people from Birmingham were buried there,